Assalamu alaikum. No matter how late I attend, it always gets me conscious when you get to the stage to say a few words. It was a few days ago when Sahel rang me and invited me to this function. And when I asked what it was in aid of, he mentioned Abdul Hameed Salik. Now, when I came to Rochdale, I wasn't really aware of who Abdul Hameed Salik was. So I had to go and look at the police records. Not to see if he'd been arrested, but to see what engagement there'd been with the local police constabulary. And it was quite pleasing what I did see and what I did find. We had a PC here called Frank Pearson many years ago, some of you may remember him. He was one of the community officers who was one of the founders of police community relations. Now, when I joined the service back in the 80s, all I wanted to do was drive past the guards and lock people up and see all the exciting sides of what police was. If you ask me about what community relations was, I didn't really know anything about that. However, around about 20 years ago, when I came to Rochdale, one of the first people that I met in my PC was on Clifford. And he was the guy that started to talk to me about what community relations was in Rochdale. And 20 years on, having listened to people like the councils that we have here, a lot of the work that was done by REC, I can now see what those benefits are. We're in very challenging times at the moment, and you've heard some of the challenges that we have in relation to whether it's child sexual exploitation, whether it's the EDL coming to make their mark in various towns, and the recent unfortunate tragic incident down in Woolwich. One of the reasons why I was late this evening was the EDL had planned to come to Manchester. There was some intelligence that they may well then come to Rochdale. And as a result of that, there was some work that I needed to do to ensure the safety and the harmony and the cohesion that we worked for in Rochdale. And when I look at some of the work that Abdul Hameed Salik did, and we talk about the past, we've also got to look to the future. And we've got to look to the foundation of the work that Mr. Salik started off many, many years ago. And when I look around and I see some of the youngsters and I see some of the elders here, it really heartens me to see that we are still doing lots of work in that arena. Community cohesion is not something that happens overnight. It does take many, many years to ensure that that community cohesion and the links that we have with the wider community are maintained. A lot of that work has not happened by accident. If we look at some of the areas up and down the country in relation to where we've seen riots and we've seen violence, we haven't seen the same level in Rochdale. Yet we've had the EDL at Rochdale more times than any other towns. And you ask yourself, why is that? And if we go back 20 years ago when Mr. Salik was here and that foundation that we laid, we are now reaping the benefit of that. The young people that I work with youth services, Shiraz was up there earlier, that work can never be underestimated in how we bring communities together. One of the challenges that we've got today is social media. And it's very, very easy to get embroiled in some of those discussions that happen, whether it's on Facebook or it's on Twitter. And again, this isn't about targeting one particular community or asking one particular community to do something. It's about ensuring that we know what our children are doing, not getting tied up with some of that rhetoric that the far right want us to get involved in. Because believe me, over the last few days, there's been a number of arrests that I've had to make simply on the rhetoric that's being passed over social media sites. And I do not want our youngsters to get involved in that. We do get emotional, we are very upset about what has happened, but let us not play into the hands of the EDL. Mr. Salik is a role model for us. Let us make sure that we continue with the work that he started and build upon that